Love and peace to you. This is a verbal discourse on our Welt Ethos. My name is Peter Johansson OCC, and I work with Arasona Ashram. And this is an introduction to some teachings from Islam regarding the principle of stewardship, an additional principle of our Welt Ethos. So, the Quran actually effectively dispels the very concept of stewardship. The Quran teaches that the entire universe and all the material phenomena throughout the universe is created from Allah, conforms to the will of Allah, and is adjudicated or distributed and allocated according to the will of Allah. And so, regardless of all the maps and the lines and the deeds and the titles that we may assert in this temporal realm pertaining to any of these phenomena, the land and material phenomena, it is all essentially irrelevant in an ultimate sense. And so there's that. That being said, there is recognition that we are material beings and we require material sustenance, and so we proceed in that manner, and so where often an experience of an abundance of material phenomena may be perceived as a blessing, and the experience of a destitution of material phenomena may be perceived as a curse. And certain inferences made regarding the comparative righteousness of such individuals. The Quran teaches that all of these material provisions and all the experiences that we maintain within this temporal realm, rather than necessarily being a blessing and a curse, is essentially a test. And so it's a test to provide us the opportunity to assert, affirm, and maintain our righteousness, to see what we do with it, and how we interact, how we respond with this. And so all the material phenomena, all the material provisions, the bounty and everything else has purpose, and even what may be considered as a divinely ordained purpose, and that purpose involves being righteous, being compassionate, being generous, and providing for the needs of others, providing for our own needs and providing for the needs of others. And so that is how we affirm our righteousness, how we affirm our compassion, is through the benevolent, compassionate, generous, altruistic distribution and sharing of the material sustenance that is provided within the universe. That's the gist of it. Amidst this, the Quran does provide even commands the partaking of this bounty, rather than necessarily being ascetic and denying oneself the experience of partaking of the material sustenance. There is the allowance and even the command to partake of it, to support our families' needs and provide sustenance to our families, and provide sustenance to our villages, and to our extended society, but to do so with modesty and moderation, to do so without egotism, without selfishness, without hoarding, without being stingy and withholding from others. Again, it's a matter of being generous and compassionate and righteous. And so within that we have the propensity of supporting ourselves as well, and even being comfortable and prospering ourselves. And so again, it is with purposefulness. Um, those are some considerations. Additionally, within the Quran, there are specific guidelines regarding inheritance and the transfer of material provisions from one individual to another individual, from one generation to the next. Again, all of this exists within the context of the purposefulness that exists within this material sustenance and the material phenomena, and the obligation for righteousness and compassion. So those are some teachings within Islam regarding the principle of stewardship, an additional principle of our Welt ethos. Allah wa salam.